So now it's already 4 o'clock, so we may start. The people are joining, so already we have sufficient participants to start. So now, of course, we can start our session. So welcome all of you. My quick introduction. I'm Shahzad Iqbal. I'm a chartered accountant and I'm Odoo consultant from past 8 years. So I have seen the long journey of Odoo so far and all the developments having been, done so far. So today, or actually the topic is to look into the multi-companies feature of Odoo and also see the consolidation of financial statements. Financial statements are part of accounting module of Odoo. So let me share the agenda of today. So we would follow that agenda and move forward. Let me share my screen. So first of all, I'll quickly brief you about Odoo and Auckland Odoo ERP. And next is Odoo software overview. Then this is overview for the participants who are not maybe much familiar with Odoo, so we would have a quick overview. And next we have Odoo multi-company and Odoo financial reports, and finally Odoo consolidation. So at the end, we would have the Q&A session to take your questions. All right. So about Odoo and Auckland Odoo ERP. Odoo is in fact a Belgium-based company, and Odoo was started almost 20 plus years back. And now Odoo has offices, regional offices in different countries, like office for the Middle East we have here in UAE. And let me show you the list of apps. So this is the list of application. Odoo gives the finance related applications, human resources related applications, sales, marketing, website, services, inventory, and manufacturing, and productivity tools. So Odoo is in fact more than an ERP. Normally we don't have the website or e-commerce kind of things when we talk about of ERP, or CRM is not part of ERP, or HRMS is not part of ERP. So Odoo is in fact known as ERP, but this is more of ERP, having so many integrated applications. Those applications normally need to connect with other ERPs. Those are already integrated in Odoo. So this is quickly about Odoo, and now we see what is Auckland Odoo ERP. Auckland Odoo ERP is one of the Odoo partners in UAE, and it's a gold partner, and it's top in the list if we go there. And we can also find the references, the relevant customers where already implementations been done by Auckland Odoo ERP. And it's a website. Auckland Odoo ERP provides implementation, customization, integration, consulting, training, and support. So this all is related to Odoo. Industry verticals, if we see, Auckland Odoo ERP have served different industries and different functional verticals. All right. So now we move to the next point in our agenda, Odoo software overview. So here we can see we have installed just a couple of applications here. So if we install those all applications, what we have seen in the list, we would find here. Just like if I show you, let me show you in a demo where we have all the applications. So here we can see it's a interface of Odoo's upcoming version. But the objective is to show you this is how we see all the applications. If we install all the applications and have rights to access rights of all the applications, then we see our user can see all the applications and go into any application for work. Okay, we come back to our platform. Okay, a little bit more about Odoo, because this is an overview before we start or come to our today's subject. These are the applications, and we can see here the multi companies, and this on this interface user related. We also have dark mode, and then if in any applications, if we go to in any application, we would find the dashboard of that particular application, and then menus, sub-menus, to work on that particular application. All right. So this is the quick overview of Odoo about its capabilities. So let's come to our subject today, and our next point in agenda is to look into the Odoo multi-company. So Odoo facilitates this multi-company feature, which from where we have we can manage our different branches or subsidiaries, any kind of structure what we have in the group. This might be any associate company. So let me show you. Here we have the companies. For now, we have these 3 companies in our database, and we can have all the information what is required for the company, and multi-company setup we can see. And here, if we go into any application, for example, in accounting right now, we are in accounting application. We can also see the list of companies. So, and we can switch on, switch off the company. I'm admin user at the moment, and I have access to all the companies. So the user rights could be restricted to only one company or only to one module, or there are 6 security levels, like application level, then any menus, sub-menus, forms, and so on. All right. So so now we have seen that Odoo has this feature of multi-company, and we can operate all as a group on the Odoo with subsidiaries, associates, or any branches if we have. So any kind of structure we can manage on Odoo. All right. Next, we look into the Odoo Financial Reports. So for going to the in more details of the financial reports, let me just give you a quick overview of Odoo accounting application. This is the dashboard of accounting application, and here we have menus to manage account receivable cycle, and then accounts payable cycle. This menu, we have to manage the general accounting other than the AR and AP, like fixed assets, budgets, and journal entries. This menu we have for reports, accounting and financial reports. And this is for the configuration, whatever configuration is applicable to any entity. Normally we manage that all. All right. So even from the dashboard, we can manage different operations like customer invoicing. We can see on the dashboard, and from the dashboard, we can create invoices or make any payments for invoices, credit notes, any reports with invoices, and so on. Now, let's come to the financial reports. In Odoo, we can see we have the all basic financial reports and accounting reports. Like we can see balance sheet, profit and loss account, cash flow statements, and so on. So let's jump into the profit and loss report. Okay. This is the format right now, but this is configurable. We can configure this format as per our reporting framework, what we follow. For example, if you follow IFRS, we can configure as per IFRS or US GAAP. Whatever we follow, we can just configure as per our requirements. So Odoo has concept of account types and account groups. So when we do all the configurations, our reports are presented accordingly as per our configuration. And there are different filters available, like few are already defined, and then there's a custom filter option. And we can also see the comparisons. So if we need comparisons, maybe like the same year or same month in previous years, or same month, month-wise report, or all. Then we have different filters, like if you want to filter some particular journals, entries, hierarchies, and subtotals. This hierarchies and subtotals is a concept of groups. So we can utilize these features to make any kind of structure and presentation of our reports. Similarly, we have balance sheet. So again, this structure of the balance sheet is configurable as we need. So all the filters, as we have seen in profit and loss report, we can see in here. We can see here as well, and we can apply those filters. So these are common reports: profit and loss, balance sheet. Then we also have cash flow statement to see cash and cash equivalents through operating activities, cash flows from financing activities, and investing activities. So this is a structure of a direct cash flow. And then, of course, there are other accounting reports. So so this is quick about the financial reports. One more thing here, if I could take you there. In configuration, if you go into the accounting reports, as I told that all the reports are configurable, and we can have any structure as we require. So, and this is the place from where we can configure our reports. So even with a little bit technical knowledge, even a user can do just from the front end required configurations. Like if you need to change the position, it's just a drag and drop and it update our report. So just like that, there are few quick options we have to manage the structure of our reports. Okay, so next we see in agenda, we have consolidation, right? Now, so for what is exactly consolidation means? Normally, the word consolidation is used for the consolidation of financial statements. When we talk about the consolidation of different accounting reports, usually mostly we talk about the consolidation of financial statements. So what are the financial statements? Profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flow statement, and few more, like a statement of changes in equity. So these are kind of financial statements. So now we will see how Odoo facilitate to do the consolidation. When we talk about the consolidation, the simplest way is just picking up the numbers of different companies and just sum up line by line and do the consolidation. But that is not the exact way when we talk about the financial reports, because there might be different structures. If another company is not 100% owned by in the group, so it cannot be simply sum up into another numbers of another company. So we have to consider that percentage of the holding company in the subsidiaries. That is the one thing. And next, we also have to see what is the reporting currency of the company, which is going to present the consolidated financial statements. Say if a holding company is based in UAE and base currency is dirhams, AED, so and other companies are based in some other countries and have different currencies, then all the currencies have to be translated into AED for consolidation, and the conversion rate have to be decided as per applicable reporting standard. For example, in IFRS, we know it's IS1, which deals with the with these all rules, like how should we apply the exchange rates. And there are multiple rules in, of course, from IFRS, from US GAAP. We see there are standards which help to know how to do consolidation. So Odoo facilitates maximum possible requirements into those financial reporting frameworks. Now we go to the consolidation. This is the consolidation application, and it has so much flexibility. Like we can define the reports for different periods, and even for the different structures. We can see the consolidation reports where we have companies in comparison, or we can see the reports where we have periods in comparison. For example, if we see this consolidation report, so this is a consolidation report where we just have consolidated revenue and expenses, and here we can see, okay, this is the company, its base currency is euro, and this is converted into AED, and this is 100% owned subsidiary in the group. And then we can see this company, it's of the same base currency, that's why currency is not mentioned, but this is 50% owned, so this should be consolidated 50% in this report, and then next entity is the 100%. So this is how we can see the company wise. And then there's another structure where we can see the period wise. For instance, in this report, we have consolidated number of this whole group, and we can see this is a P&L report 1 for 1 month, and this is 2 for second month. So this flexibility we have, different kind of way of consolidation we can see. Now let me take you through the process, like how you consolidate, and what are the options, what are different options of consolidations, multiple options of consolidations. We go into the this in configuration, in consolidation application, in configuration, we go to the consolidation to configure the consolidation. Already we can see we have done some consolidations. Let me take you to the one of this consolidation. This is the form where we use to do consolidate all the configuration. And in this configuration, we can see here different companies we have selected, and then we created different groups to pick all the related accounts in these groups. Here we can see the accounts. For example, if we come into this list, so this is the revenue group, part of revenue group, and we have picked all the accounts of those three entities in this group to show as a whole, as a sum into this group. So this is how these numbers are summed up and become part of this segment of the report. So here, if you see, we can add any account, or we can delete any account out of it. So previously there was a concept that when we talk about consolidation, account codes, maybe the account codes should be similar, maybe the account name should be similar. So then anybody can customize based on those codes, those names, and consolidate the lines in the reports based on those codes. And then next step is to summarize those numbers to bring into just the financial statements. Because when we see financial statements, these are just summarized, like in profit and loss statement, we just see profit and loss report. We just see we have the lines, few lines. It don't have list of all the accounts. Those are summed up. So that was so complex, and and accountants in different companies have to maintain the same name, same codes, so that the system can read. And sometimes there were issues, like if there's a difference, maybe it's due to space in name or something, or code, little bit change in code. Even reports were not correct. Then there were reviews and corrections and detailed audit process. So now Odoo has facilitated it just to pick and choose which account you need to sum up in this part of the report, regardless of the code, name, whatever, right? So even we can, in this form, even we can do the consolidation account by account. If we want to consolidate each and every account in our chart of account one by one, we can do the consolidation here. If we want to summarize and make profit and loss format, balance sheet format in summarized way, we can do that. So we find so much flexibility. It's super flexible for that. Okay, so now let me show you how easy is that to do this all. Like, for example, I make another consolidation, say P&L 3. This is the name of consolidation. See how quickly I can do this all. This is another encouraging thing in this. I just need to pick up the companies. Which companies am I going to do for one company, two companies? And this is again another flexibility. It's not like every time all the entities are going to be consolidated. So whatever we need, we can consolidate, and with any percentage what we want. So first we select the companies in it. Okay, that's the first step. Okay, these are the companies what are going to be consolidated, and this are P&L. 3, why I named it, because already I have made some consolidation in database. Okay, so this is the first thing. We have to give currency, the base currency, because if there's a multi-currency, like we also have another company with euro, so all the currencies are translated as per the given policy into the base currency. Let's save it. And immediately here we can see these smart buttons appeared over here for further configuration. So quickly, we have made this form. Okay, what's the name of this consolidation? What are the entities or the target entities for the consolidation? Then we go to the group. Okay, what exactly we need to consolidate in this report? I say, okay, I need to consolidate revenues. Okay, so I can save it, and then this is how we can make like cost of revenues or direct expenses, indirect expenses, any name, whatever name we want. There's no, again, restriction on the name, because again, there might be internal management reports or the financial reports for the audit or external purposes. So this is the flexibility. We can make in any way and with any name, right? Say, this is how we make the group. And I'm just showing the step, how quickly we can do it. So here we make multiple groups. Then we go to the accounts. We just make it like say sales, and we select which group is the parent group. Sales would be the part of revenue, and just save it and come to the list to select which accounts should be part of it. So this is the list from where I was discussing about this. Actually, this is flexibility. Whatever we want to select, we select, and it comes there. If you want to exclude anything, there are two ways. So normally there are some accounts which are intercompany accounts. Even we can exclude through this consolidation process. Normally intercompanies transactions are are not part of the consolidated accounts, because it's been net off with each other. We can exclude here, or there's another way as well. Later on we can see that. So, and now if I do this, for example, in sales, I can group by, there are different grouping options. I can group by account type. So now, for example, this has been grouped. I can group by the group. There's another concept of in reporting we have seen in the start in the financial statements. So now let's group by account type, and then I say, okay, in this I need this income type. All the accounts in this income type should come there, right? So just I would just let me change it to, there are 82 accounts. Change it to 82. All. So I select these all and select here. So with just few clicks, now I have selected all the accounts what I need for this report, right? And I save it. Okay, now I can come here. I can see, okay, these are the companies what I'm going to consolidate. These are the groups. These are the accounts in these groups. There could be multiple groups, multiple accounts configurations, and then we can select the period. So say I need it for June, this report. All right, and here the we can see the option for consolidation rate. We can set these consolidations. Let's set later on, and these currency exchange rates, all options we get here. Now we save it, and we can see in the list here this P&L 3 new consolidation is being made. So this is how quickly we can make it. And it's quite simple, just selection and some input, and it's done. Now we go to the dashboard, and we can find here P&L 3, what we have made. Now we say, okay, this top of the list company, we just have 50% share in this company. So we should consolidate just 50%. And its currency is euro. So let's give the conversion rate of euro. In fact, if we have the historic data in system, it comes automatically. Otherwise, we can give the average rate or end currency rates, because there might be different requirements for different reports, like what kind of rate should be selected. There are a few other columns. We can see here the consolidation method, ownership percentage, control percentage. People know about that if they are familiar with international financial reporting standards or US GAAP. So these are also important to know what's the ownership percentage or what's the controlling percentage for the consolidation. So here we have for the reporting purposes. And here another column, exclude journals. So normally in Odoo, what we do, we use a different journal type for intercompany transactions. And simply through this option, we exclude that particular journal. So then all the intercompany transactions are out of these consolidations, right? So any other thing also through that. So we have no multiple options through one way of excluding accounts or the other way excluding the journals, right? So now we just recompute and go to the report. This was the configuration we have done so far. There's a revenue in sales, and we can see the sales number over here. It's credit entries showing negative, but if we don't want to show it as a negative, we can do this as well. Just where we were doing this configuration, we can do the setting, and it would be just we need to click here, and this should work for us. Let's check. Believe. Yeah. So this is all in control, like how we want to see. So similarly, we can have the consolidation just like this. We have no consolidation of different companies. Similarly, we can do the consolidation to see for the different periods. Similar form, almost a similar way, a little bit different, and we can have another consolidation of where we can see period-wise numbers. So this is how it's a super easy to manage this consolidation on Odoo, and it has so much flexibility. Any kind of financial reporting framework would be followed. So that's why Odoo introduced this consolidation module. So now we proceed to our next question and answers, Q&A. So what I suggest, if even we can, if you have questions, just maybe unmute your mic, and we can discuss the questions. or you may send through the note, or just unmute and you can ask any question. All right. So,
Hello, Mr. Shazad. I have
yes,
one question.
yes, please.
Uh, what are the implementation and the training processes for adopting Odoo in a business? What do you suggest to how to train and to implement the processes in our business?
Yeah. In fact, it depends on the size of business, and of course, to some extent, the industries. When we talk about the size, if it's a bigger business and have say, if you have 100 users, so we have to structure it accordingly. And for example, there might be different authority metrics and different kind of reporting requirements and all. So we suggest to go with the conventional approach for the bigger implementations. Start with the documentations we call blueprint, and in that we document all the requirements and workflows what are required in that particular organization, user rights or any specific requirements as well. Because if it's a bigger business and requirements are complex, so of course customizations would require. So we start with that blueprint, and then we move to the next stage, which is realization stage. And in realization stage, we do the configurations, customizations as required, and as were documented in that particular blueprint for that organization. And then moving forward, the next stage is the UAT, user acceptance testing. So in users acceptance testing, user test primarily as per the blueprint, what was signed among the entities and the implementer. So once it has been tested, then it's a cutoff phase. And I think some mic is on and some noise is there. Can you check if you mute your mic for now? Because some noise is there. So yeah, so this is how the process reaches to the go live stage after having required master data, opening balances, and then it's a go live stage, and then we provide the support for the go live, and that's it. Then it's a matter of post go live AMC and other support is provided, right? So yeah, this is how we do the project for or any company, of course, would be doing the project for the bigger entities. For smaller entities, if you have say 5 users or maybe 10 users, or like for smaller entities, then there's no need for to follow this long lengthy process. In that case, normally it's a quick process. So many things like documentation is not so extensive, and then next processes are also simple comparing to that. So that goes on the fast track. So
Got
depends
it.
on the nature and size of the business.
So I have one more question.
Yep.
Uh, how does if my business? How does the business? How does your Odoo handle different aspects of the business operations, such as sales, inventory management, and the accounting, etc.?
Yeah. Let me share my screen. So I would explain and will show you. Here you can see Odoo has different applications, like sales applications, purchase application, inventory, accounting. So any business, if requires that particular application, that application could be installed. And currently Odoo just charge for the users, like per user subscription. There's no per application, so you can have any application. So, and these applications are interconnected with each other. Uh, say if we go into the sales itself, and if we see any sales order, particular sales order, here we um, just let me take you into this sales order. Here we can see like see a create invoice button. So invoice is part of the accounting application. It's a AR part, account receivable part in accounting. But here we can see it's integrated. So based on this quotation, we can create invoice. Similarly, we can deliver our goods that is also integrated with that. So all as your question is how to facilitate it to manage different operations, it has the particular applications for that operation, and then those applications are integrated with each other. So this is how you can manage your all kind of operations using the Odoo.
Uh, Hello, Mr. Shazad. Hafiz Junaid here.
Yes, please.
I have a question. I need to confirm. I need to know in which industry we can use Odoo.
Yeah. Let me share screen once again just to show you. Currently, these are the industrial verticals where itself the partners are implementing Odoo. If we talk about the Odoo ERP, Auckland Odoo ERP partner, it's implementing Odoo in manufacturing, real estate, healthcare, logistics, retail, financial services, restaurant management system, workshop, e-commerce. So Odoo is so flexible that we can implement in any kind of vertical and do some customization on top of it. So if it's a small company, mostly without any customizations, it gets faked. If it's a larger organization, for any particular vertical, we can do some customizations. And Odoo also have the thousands of applications on App Store, where, for example, we can find healthcare applications or other kind of like any application for the education, for any such kind of even specialized kind of segment as well. So other than the basic segments are manufacturing and retail, where we use POS, then it's a like distribution and wholesale business, in trading, and then in service industry, where we use the project management normally, right? So these are the basic which even are already there in Odoo. So even for the rental business, Odoo has the rental application, fleet management, and all those things. So many verticals could be covered even itself using those applications what are available within Odoo. And for any specialized verticals, the application can be customized. For example, we have the real estate application by Auckland Odoo ERP, which is been already done in many clients for many clients. So this is how the Odoo work as a platform in that case. And on top of that, there's the customized add-ons which make it compatible for that particular industry. So hope I answered your question.
Okay, that's perfect. Thanks for answering.
So All right. So I guess there are no, I didn't see in chat. There are no questions as such. So thank you very much for.
Excuse me, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please. Most welcome.
The thing is, how we can integrated the staff attendance kind of things when their starts having different shift lines and all. How that staff attendance can be integrated to this one, and payroll management, how it will support the payroll management. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, Odoo has application, different applications rather for the HRMS, and let me share the screen again. Here we can see, for example, employees, right? So this is the employees database, and this is how we can see the different applications. Like if we see the list, let me show you the list, and then I specifically answer the question. Here we can see the employee, recruitment, time off, appraisals, referrals, fleet management. So these are the different applications that Odoo has. Regarding the attendance, any attendance machine could be connected with Odoo, and attendance comes from there. This might maybe a biometric or face recognition, whatever you use. Odoo has recommended some models, recommended in the way where it's a just plug and play. But if you have any machines what you want to integrate with Odoo, those machines get integrated, and this is how you can manage attendance in Odoo. And for the shifts, Odoo has complete shift planning planning application in that. So we can make different shifts, and we can manage through that with that planning, all the planning applications. Right. So this is the application. We of course, when you see this application, you will find it how we do manage different for employees, different shifts and attendance based on the shifts. Right. And plus, it's not only matter of attendance and shift management. On Odoo, you can even manage your project tasks for the employees, timesheet of the employees, plus payroll, complete payroll you can generate from the Odoo. And here the Auckland Odoo ERP has for the UAE has advanced HRMS solution. When we say advanced, means this is customized and localized for the UAE. All the required localizations are done in that based on requirement of the Ministry of Labor. So all the rules and everything is already there. So yeah, so means whatever even available in Odoo by default or standard features, on top of that, Auckland Odoo ERP has localized and little bit advanced system, and any further customizations, of course, that is required as per when we see your any implementation company, when see your HRMS policies, procedures, customizations have to be done. So yeah, so hope I answered your question. So do we have any other questions? Still we have time, and even we can spend some more time if anything I have to explain, or you can get benefit of this session. Yeah, okay. So thank you very much for attending this session. And now this is actually the first session of this webinar series by Auckland Odoo ERP, and the objective is to present the advanced areas like consolidation is the and multi-company and consolidation is the advanced topic. Like when we say advanced topic, these are the topics or subjects where normally even the existing users are not much familiar. So we hopefully we would have the webinars twice every month. That is the plan. And next, for example, next advanced areas, if I talk about accounting application, this could be the taxation, right? So already we have now corporate tax in UAE as well. So we will see how to manage the taxation. So this could be the next subject, and so on. So this is how we would pick the advanced topics. Like example of the basic topic is how to manage chart of accounts, right? So this is a basic topic. And how to do these advanced things, those would be the preference for these webinars. Say if when we talk about the manufacturing module, so creating bill of material is a basic topic, or manufacturing order is a basic topic. So we would take the viewers to the advanced in manufacturing, like quality control. That area is more like how you manage the breakdowns of machines, how you are managing wastages and all. So this is how we would see like how Odoo is capable to, and we would share with you in the webinars how to, utilize Odoo for even those advanced areas so easily and quickly. It's now super easy and so user friendly, as we have seen. How quickly could we make different kind of consolidated reports? So yeah, so thank you very much. So we close this session now, and I hope to see you in next sessions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.